It's the Manchester derby this weekend in the English Premier League. So we thought we'd take a look at that and some other world football derbies. Now, you've played in that one. You played in an England-Scotland.
That's big.
You played in a derby.
That was a big one, the Euro 2000 playoff double-header.
You won it.
Double bubble derby. That was big, big pressure, lots of pressure.
You played in a Dundee derby as well.
Yeah,
but that's not
so much pressure outside Dundee.
No. There's one we've left out here.
Don't think there'll be any Dundee fans watching this.
Maybe. If they are, I'm sure they'll get in touch and abuse you.
What's your jacket? You're going to start touching them.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thanks, Dad. Juve Inter, Galatasaray against Fenerbahce. There's a lot of ones that
bundles.
haven't made it here.
Right.
This is interesting for me because this is this weekend. I'm not even sure it's Man United's biggest derby. I think Liverpool is.
It's a big derby in Manchester, but, you know, over the years, United have been so dominant, certainly the last 25 years or whatever it is, up until the Ferguson era left, that, yeah, in Manchester, yeah. But, you know, it's a big game.
Yeah, of course.
There's no doubt about it. Let me start by saying, before we go to our list, let me start by saying, not a derby.
It's a rivalry.
Right? So don't go in the comment section below and tell me it is. It ain't, right? Not a derby.
Rivalry.
So it's a rivalry. I love great game. Probably one of the biggest games in the world. I'd pay. No, I wouldn't.
You'd pay for nothing.
But it's not a derby, and neither's that. I can't get excited about this because they sometimes sit together. Liverpool fans, we sit with Everton fans, and Liverpool fans sit with. I get that, but that's the same. Well, they don't sit together.
It's a derby.
It's a derby, but it's not a huge derby. This, however, is. You can imagine households. You think about derbies, you think about households fighting with each other.
Not anymore. This is 2019. This isn't the 50s or 60s. Come on.
No, but you know.
Disagreeing over the.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying they will, but I'm just saying this is super intense down there.
Proper intense
in
derby.
Argentina.
But you've got two more intense than that.
Yeah, I never get super excited when the Madrid derby's on.
But for long periods of time, Real Madrid were like way ahead of Atleti now. So.
Well, that's my point.
Okay.
So I don't get super excited. Even when it's on now, I think, and we do, the Madrid derbies, I will watch it. This is like Barcelona, Real Madrid, you got to watch it. But it's not a derby, so it can't get in. So second, and I've been to this game, I'm going to say the Milan derby.
Okay. In
case you Italians get upset. I was lucky enough, have I mentioned this? I was lucky enough
14 times
to go there with my ex-colleague of mine, Jim Proudfoot, to do the commentary, and I was so taken aback by the hostility and the atmosphere. Sitting in the San Siro watching this game back in the early 2011, I think it was, or 2010, and it was an amazing atmosphere. I would ever get the chance to go, although the San Siro is really old and needs a bit, but it was a super, super derby. However, I can't, because it's more than my life's worth. I want to go back to Scotland at New Year, see some family. So
Are you welcome?
Historically, no. By the family, no. Neither by football fans either. Celtic and Rangers historically, it's vitriolic, which I don't agree with. It has had its problems over the years, but it's had, and you know this, it's just been an immense football rivalry, amongst other things, for I don't know how many years. It hasn't quite got the pizzazz that it once had, I think, because of the certain scenarios with the clubs. But over the years, it has had some real ding-dongs, as they all have. But for that reason, I'm going to stick to the old firm game at the top.
I'm going to end the way we started by talking about the other derbies that you played and the other derbies that there are.
I'm done.
No, you're not. Answer one more question. What is it like as a player preparing to play in what you have as the most intense derby? Do you treat it differently? Is your preparation different? What's it like?
Well, your preparation, I don't know about your preparation is different, but your mindset is different because it's the biggest game of the season. And it's usually the two teams that are fighting for the championship right down to the wire.
Do you hear the
Although
noise?
not in recent years. But at home and away. Away is the pressure of the away fans and the hostility, even when the warm-up, you come off the bus, everything. I won't mention some of the things that happen, but it can be bad. It needs a police presence. And at home, it's the pressure of the home fans of a bad performance or a defeat. And what that brings, it brings the boos and the whistles and the abuse and fans waiting for you after the game. So there's a pressure on both sides, no matter which country you're playing in. And I think those are three, if you're upset about that not being a derby, write into my boss or something. But those three are proper derbies. And I think they're three of the biggest, no matter what else is over there. Oh, forgot Roma, Lazio, but I wasn't going to put that in anyway.
Did you prefer it Ibrox or Parkhead?
Parkhead, Celtic Park. Get it right.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.